Welcome to SPON Weekly. Every week we look beyond the headlines to explain what's happening in Newport Beach, why it matters, and how residents can participate. This week, Newport Beach leaders made decisions that could shape the city's future for decades, from the location of a new police headquarters to protecting our airport agreement and giving residents a voice in housing decisions. On July 21st, the Police Headquarters Advisory Committee met for the second time. The committee, made up of 3 city council members and 4 resident representatives, continued reviewing options for replacing Newport Beach's aging police headquarters. The agenda included the police department's operational needs, the feasibility of rebuilding at the current Santa Barbara Drive site, and discussion of whether that option should remain under consideration. One concern was that the discussion appeared to move toward taking 870 Santa Barbara out of consideration, even though that specific action had not been listed on the agenda in advance. The advisory committee passed unanimously a motion to advise the city council that no further resources should be used on studying the 870 Santa Barbara Drive site. This recommendation, made by Pro Tem Noah Blom, will be shared at a future city council meeting for consideration as a receive and file item. Much of the discussion revisited material from the March 10th city council study session. One resident, Dennis Brask, asked Chief Minor if the third option presented for the current location on Santa Barbara was viable in his opinion.
We just asked council, and this is the reason I came today, is I'm in support of this same location with option 3, and I just hope that as you're spending money to do your due diligence on this location, that you also spend a significant amount of money to figure out how we move the fire station and what it is in detail in order to not disrupt what we would ultimately want to build at the current location.
Residents also raised broader concerns about the process, including unanswered questions, urging for construction and traffic impacts to be studied, and suggested later more inclusive meeting times and meeting formats. Walter Starr urged the city to update its website language if 870 Santa Barbara is no longer truly being considered, saying residents can participate more meaningfully when the status of each option is clear.
I've been going around the city talking to a lot of people. The question that first comes up when I talk to people about the police station is, well, why can't it stay where it is? So I think that the reaction, based on what I'm hearing, to what's happening today is going to be quite negative. Thank you.
Some attendees also questioned whether all sites had received the same level of analysis. Councilmember Bartow compared construction uncertainty to the unexpected costs of a home remodel, an analogy that some residents felt underscored the need for more formal professional evaluation.
That's a gap that makes me say, why can't we take our time and do this well, or do this in phases? And again, what industry standard is Griffin using to look at this type of facility? Because if we were looking at a school in California or a hospital, we would be looking at ASHRAE standards, because those are required for architects that are building. What is the standard that we are using to measure for police facilities?
By the end of the meeting, several residents were still unclear about exactly what action the committee had taken. This is a long-term decision involving public safety, city finances, and major public assets. Residents are asking for a process that clearly shows which options remain under consideration and whether each is being evaluated fairly. At its July 22nd meeting, the Newport Beach Aviation Committee focused on 2 priorities: protecting long-standing safeguards at John Wayne Airport and preparing for major changes in aviation. Supervisor Katrina Foley reaffirmed that Orange County's priorities remain protecting the settlement agreement, preserving the nighttime curfew, maintaining the general aviation noise ordinance, and protecting the airport access plan. Those protections will become increasingly important as the current settlement agreement approaches 2030. The committee also highlighted encouraging progress from quieter, newer aircraft, including United Airlines' use of the Airbus A321neo and the growing number of next-generation commercial planes designed to reduce noise and improve fuel efficiency. Looking ahead, electric air taxis, or eVTOLs, could become part of Southern California transportation within the next several years. Possible demonstration flights during the 2028 Olympics were discussed, along with future questions about flight corridors, vertiport locations, and community protections. One key concern involved Assembly Bill 431. Committee members questioned whether the legislation could reduce local control over where future vertiports are located. The city has already requested language preserving local land use authority. Ontario International Airport also presented plans to grow from about 7.1 million annual passengers to as many as 35 million, raising broader questions about regional airport planning. Residents and longtime aviation advocates also spoke about noise, FAA procedures, future planning, and regional coordination. Newport Beach is entering a period of major aviation change. Protecting the settlement agreement, preserving local control, and keeping residents involved will be critical as new technology and regional growth move forward. And now we'd like to hear from you. What should be the city's highest priority before selecting a site for a new police headquarters? Public safety and emergency response, cost to taxpayers, environmental impacts, long-term operational needs. Comparing all sites using the same criteria. And now coming up at City Council. July 28th. The Council will consider contracts for architectural design, environmental review, and public outreach related to the future police headquarters. These contracts represent the next phase in planning for one of the city's largest long-term public safety investments, 1300 Dove Street. The Council will consider the proposed 132-unit for sale townhome project in the airport area, along with related zoning and development approvals. Also, a public hearing will address proposed updates to the city's fee schedule, including new permit fees and adjustments intended to recover the cost of city services. We'll continue following these decisions in future episodes. Thank you for joining us for another edition of SPON Weekly. Our goal is simple: to help residents understand the issues shaping Newport Beach through factual reporting, thoughtful analysis, and opportunities for civic engagement. Stay informed, stay engaged, still protecting our Newport.